Hey guys, what's up? You got your captains here, Frank and Rob. We're gonna give you your sit starts for week three. Um, we got the first game. We got the Cardinals at the Bills. Um, that Bills backfield. I think you could start McCoy. I don't know if I would trust Tyrod. Um, on the Cardinals side, I like David Johnson, Carson Palmer, Floyd, and Fitz. Rob, who do you like over there?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. McCoy is, I think he could be good for some catches. I don't like his matchup, but he's the only one the Bills I touch. Love Palmer, Fitz, and Floyd and Johnson. Like you said, I don't trust Brown yet. So I think that's it for that game.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I agree. Um, Next game we got the Raiders at the Titans. I like Derek Carr. I like Amari Cooper. Murray's not getting a ton of touches, but you got to play him. I like Crabtree and Wolford too on the Titans side. Besides Sharp and DeMarco Murray, you got to start too. But what do you like here in this matchup, there, Rob?
Yeah, I think with Delaney Walker most likely not playing, you upgrade Sharp, especially in a PPR. Murray's gotten 7 targets each week out of the backfield, so I do like Murray there. That's it for the Titans. I agree with you. Latavius Murray is saving it with touchdowns. He's still startable, but he's losing some carries in the backfield. I do like Cooper and probably Crabtree this week, and Wolford's a good streaming tight end.
Cool. Next game, we got the Redskins at the Giants. You got Josh Norman versus Odell. I think Odell, you got to play. You got to play Shepard and Cruz, and the Giants backfield I might stay away from. On the Redskins side, if Deshaun Jackson plays, you got to play him. If not, you got Crowder and Doxson. What do you like here?
Yep, I agree. Giants backfield's a mess. Jennings is hurt. I wouldn't touch it. I think they're going to throw most of the day. Beckham may or may not see Norman all game because he might play left or right side versus just on him. I do like Shepard coming out of the slot, and Cruz is good in a PPR there. Skin side, yeah, backfield's tough against that Giants run defense. Crowder's I like in a PPR, and if Deshaun does not play, you upgrade Doxson.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I agree. Couldn't agree more there, pal. The next game, the dumpster fire game of the week, the Browns at the Dolphins. I would say maybe Crowell on the Browns. Stay away from everyone else. Third string rookie quarterback. On the Dolphin side, Tannehill, Parker, and Landry. Maybe you like a stack here. We talked earlier today. So any other comments here? What about that Dolphins backfield?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the Giants going to get the start, but it sounds like it's going to be him and Drake sharing the load there. So I'd probably back off. That's not a good matchup. But yeah, I do like the Tannehill, Landry, or Tannehill Parker stack because that's nice for DFS, and they have a good matchup there. And yeah, I would agree with you on everything else you said.
Yeah, I agree there, bud. Next game, there's going to be a big shootout going on in the Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I see a good shootout going on here. You start your Jags. Ivory will be back. Robinson, Hearns, Bortles, Mike Wallace, Flacco. I know you love Pitta. Who else you got?
Yeah, no, and again for DFS, Flacco Pitta Wallace stack. There, I'm looking at in some of the GPPs. Pitta is a great streaming tight end this week. Wallace has proven that he's legit this year. It's a good matchup there. And on the Jaguar side, yeah, Allen Robinson's got to bounce back here. He's just too good to stay shitty. And thank God Ivory's back because Yeldon sucks.
Cool, cool. Next game, we got the Lions at the Packers. I think this could be another shootout here. I think bounce back for Lacey, bounce back for Cobb. I like Jordy. I like Aaron Rodgers. Um, on the Lions side, you got to start Jones. The backfield, besides Theo Riddick in a PPR, I don't know if you're going Williams or not. But who do you like? What do you got here?
Yeah, I mean, deep flyer, Dwayne Washington's supposed to take over some of those carries, so he's a good pickup. I don't know if I trust him this week. I want to see what happens with Riddick, who's a good start. Love Marvin Jones. I think Stafford has a good game. I'm staying away from Tate. Ebron's a decent tight end in this game. I agree it's going to be high scoring. Lacey, I'm kind of shying away from a little bit, but I think he's a good flex this week. Devontae Adams, tough to trust, but good matchups all around for him, Cobb, and for Jordy.
Yeah, I agree. Next game, we got the Broncos at the Bengals. I see this as a pretty low-scoring game personally, but you got to start C.J. Anderson and Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders on the Bengals. I think that Gio Bernard will have a better game than Hill this week, and I think that you always got to start A.J. Green, but that's about it here. What do you think?
Yeah, AJ Green's a must start no matter what the matchup is. He's matchup proof. He proved that week 1. I'm fading everybody else. I mean, Gio, it's a good Gio game because Jeremy Hill is a good buy low. He's going to come off another bad week, but I think his matchups get better as we go along. CJ Anderson's a stud. Demarius proved he could play injured last week as well. So, yeah, I'm rolling all those guys out.
I agree. Next game, we got the Vikings at the Panthers. I think that that Vikings defense is tough. I think I'm gonna call an upset here, and they're gonna beat the Panthers. Even though I'm a big Carolina fan now. Hopefully, my new home state soon. But you got to start Cam. You got to start Kelvin Benjamin. That backfield, Artis Payne or Fozzie. I don't know. I would lean probably towards Fozzie. And Greg Olsen, you got to start. On the Vikings side, besides Diggs, I don't know. McKinnon, maybe. What do you got?
Diggs, and more Diggs. I like McKinnon overall. I think he could prove himself. I want to see him and Asiata play out, but this is a bad matchup. But Diggs has got 2 rookie defensive backs in the Carolina backfield, and he's a really good route runner. So I do like Diggs a lot this week. Carolina side, I agree. Artis Payne, tough matchup. The Vikings defense is legit. Fozzie does catch the ball in the backfield, so he's probably a better play there. But you start Kelvin Benjamin. He seems fairly matchup proof right now. And Cam is still a good start.
Yep, I agree. Totally agree with every word you just said. Next game, Rams at Tampa Bay. Gurley's bounce back game. That is a tough Buccaneers run defense, but I think Gurley will break one off this week. The linemen are saying they got to do a better job for him. On the Bucs side, start your Bucs. Winston, Sims maybe because Doug Martin's out, and Mike Evans. Anyone else, Rob?
Yeah, Sims in a PPR because I don't think he's going to get the ball much, but he's good out of the backfield there. And then Evans. I don't know if I trust Winston in that match. I thought Rams defense is good, and the Cardinals just destroyed him last week. I think Gurley finally bounces back this week. He's the only Ram I would start. And if you have Austin Seferian-Jenkins, he's out. See you later.
Yeah. Stay away from those margaritas there, or else you lose your job in the NFL. The next game, we got San Francisco at Seattle. Everyone's hurt in Seattle. Wilson, Lockett, Baldwin, they're all hurt. Rawls is hurt. Hopefully Rawls is out. So Kristen, you got to play Michaels. I'd still start Lockett and Baldwin if they're going to play personally. On the Niners side, Carlos Hyde. I know you like McDonald, your favorite tight end this year for whatever reason. Who else you like? Just kidding, pal.
I hear you. McDonald's a fluke. 3 targets, 2 touchdowns. He's a little flukish. Yeah, Hyde is the only one there that I'm touching. On the other side of the ball, I think you're right. It's tough there with the injuries. They call him Jimmy Graham starting to return. I don't trust him yet, but they're giving him more playing time and they're hyping him up. Like you said, hopefully Rawls gets injured and he's actually out, and then you can start Michael, so you don't have to mess with that backfield.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you a little better today than our normal videos. The next game we have the Jets at Kansas City. Start your Jets, man. They're looking good. That offense is legit. You know, Marshall, Decker, Matt Forte. You got to play all those guys. On the Chiefs side, maybe just Macklin, because I don't know what's going to go on with that backfield with Charles coming back. What do you got?
Yeah, Forte is a beast. Love him. He's one of the few workhorse backs in the league right now. And yeah, I agree. Decker, Marshall, and even Anua has been pretty good as Jets wide receivers. That backfield is a mess. Spencer Ware was great, but now with Charles coming back and West getting some touches, I'd like to see how it shapes up. And it's not a great matchup against the Jets anyway.
Yep, I hear you for sure. I agree with every word you just said. Next game, we got the Chargers at the Colts. I'd like some guys here. I think this could be another shootout, right? If Luck can stay upright, I like T.Y. Hilton because Verrett's not going to be on him. Probably stay away from who Verrett's covering. I forgot. On the Charger side, Melvin Gordon, Travis Benjamin, Williams. Who else you like here?
Yeah, so Verrett's probably gonna be on Dorsett, who I do like with Moncrief out, but it's tough if he's stuck with Verrett. I like Ty coming out of the slot. Dwayne Allen gets an uptick, but Doyle's been also stealing some of his catches. But I do like Luck. I like this shootout, and I agree with everything you said on the San Diego side. And since you're agreeing with everything I say, I bet you love sausage.
Nice. Yeah, good point. The next game, we get the Steelers at the Eagles. Start your Steelers, right? AB. I like Jesse James. I like Big Ben. I like Williams. On the Eagles side, the Matthews twins, Ryan and Jordan, start those guys. But anyone else that you like, maybe I'll give a shout out, like Eli Rogers or anyone like that?
Yeah, it's tough with Rodgers, Wheaton. You don't know who's going to step up in that role yet. Big Ben seems to choose a different one every week. D'Angelo's great, a beast. You called it on everybody else. And, if you dress like a woman on weekends, say I agree.
True. That next game, the night game, the 8:00 game, the Bears at the Cowboys. I can't really say I would play any of the Bears. If Jeffries plays, maybe you got to consider him. On the Cowboys side, you start your big three, right? Actually, if you got a better option, I wouldn't start Dak, but you got to start Elliott and Dez. What do you like here? Beasley maybe in a PPR.
Yeah, Beasley, Witten, Dak likes to check down to them, so they're good. Dez will get his targets. Elliott's great. That backfield is tough. They're sagging on Langford in Chicago, so I kind of want to see what Howard does. I've been kind of picking him up, thinking he might take over that role. And Jeffrey, if he plays, he's a start. Problem is it's an 8:30 Sunday game, so you need a backup plan.
Yep. And the last game is the Monday night game, where there's going to be a lot of shootout and a lot of sweat out in fantasy value because there's a lot of fantasy value. The Falcons at the Saints. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. A lot of shootouts. You start your guys on both teams. What are you doing with that Falcons backfield there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm starting actually Coleman and Freeman in 2 different leagues. It's a great matchup, but you don't know who's going to truly take over that backfield. Besides that, you start all the skill players in this game. I love it. There's a shootout potential. Snead does have a toe injury, so you need to make sure you have someone else in place just in case he doesn't go. But it's a great matchup, so I'd be willing to pick up like a cadet, and if I have to roll with it, I roll with it.
Yep, I hear you. Well, that's it for this week. Good luck in your games. Like us on Facebook and Twitter and ask your questions. We'll be here Sunday morning to help you out. And good luck at winning your week.